Hi, welcome to FAL Digital. My name is Rashid Mustafa and I'm one of the founders of the product. Today we're hopefully going to give you a guided tour of the app, the main features, and what's available right now, and maybe touch on what's coming. The FAL Digital is based on the Fun Arabic Learning book series, and they've been around for about 20 years now, mainly operating in the UK. So their books look like this. And we've designed the app to work with the books or standalone, so they're complementary services. So hopefully right now I'll go through the app and we'll jump straight in and I'll show you what's going on. So welcome to the FAL Digital website. From here, to get to the app, you want to press the app button on the toolbar or navigate directly to it by writing app at the end of the URL. First thing you'd want to do is sign in. So either press the sign in button in the top right, or you can use Ask Ruby and sign in using your email and password, or Google if that's more convenient. From the homepage itself, you can have quick access to all the books. So any of the books can be accessed by clicking any of the covers here. The games can also be accessed here as well. And same with the resources. Each one has its own tab. So on desktop, they'll be here on the top. You can go to the library, check out the books, and access them from here. Same with the games, and same with the resources. If this is mobile, use the drop-down menu on the top right, and that should bring you the same options. You can download the app from here, and that will bring it onto your desktop or your mobile. It's a simple progressive web app application. Gets rid of the noise on the top and makes it its own device if you want to install it on any of the devices. And if you ask Ruby at the bottom, she also has an explanation for all the basic things. So how do I open a book? How do games work? Resources? How do I start? Homepage tour. So if you click on any of them, it will go through, show you the main aspects. For example, click on how to open a book. It'll take you to the library tab, show you the library. So for any quick how do I do this, half the answers may be in the Ask Ruby tools in the first place. So from here, I think we'll go check out one of the books. So again, you can access from the carousel or from the library. So say I wanted to have a look at book 2. Open up the book, it'll start loading in the audio and the pages. And then you have your book with audio hotspots and interactive games you can start going through. And if you click on a hotspot, sorry.
العربية الشيقة 2
It will play. So the toolbar at the top, let's explain that first. If you want to get out of the viewer, that'll take you back to the home page, the back button. You can go to any of the pages through the drop-down menu here. Then you've got the navigation arrows on the top, as well as the blue ones in the center of the page. And then you've got single page and dual page mode for anyone that wants to orientate for a certain device. Single page works better on phones and tablets. And on phones in portrait mode, we disable dual page because it doesn't really work very well. But on all the devices, you have the choice. Stop, it stops the audio playing. So if you're halfway through playing and you want to stop it on the longer passages, that's from up here. And then you have the fit to width and fit to height. So if you press fit to width, it will bring it fit to width. And if you do fit to height, again, the book. So they're quick zoom options. You have the full screen mode, which gets rid of the noise, so you can just go through the book at ease and play around with it. you have the settings window here. So that's another option for dual page, single page. Same as the button there, no difference. The hotspots themselves, I will go into more detail in a little bit. But essentially, this is the how they're visible onto the book. So with soft, it shows a soft outline for each of the hotspots, so you know where they are. And then when you go over it with the mouse, it goes a bit darker, so you know which are playable. And with always on, they're always there, and they just don't disappear. And with the off, they're not there at all. Um, and with hover, it's invisible until you go over it. So the default is hover. So if you want to change that, you can change that from the settings mode here. We have zoom working in it. So if you want to zoom into the book, pan around, go in a certain little bit, you can do that freely. And then what else do we have? So we have the thumbnails, which are at the bottom if you want to go through the pages. And the sound settings if you want to mute, change the volume, or change the speed of anything that's being played. The last thing on the toolbar will be this table of contents as well. So you can skip through on the table of contents. So that gives a quick idea of the toolbar settings. So I'll go through and show you some of the interactivity in the game itself. So we'll take the current page that we're on. So as mentioned before, you can click the hotspots to play them. You can also press the play all button. Some of them are assigned. So if I press this, it should play all.
ما هذه العلامة يا علي؟ هذه شدة يا بلال. أفكر في أن أتعلم القراءة.
Then we have resource buttons and some games. So here's an example of one of the resources. At the moment, the resources are just from the books themselves. So anything that's not been turned into a game or into something that's more interactive online, it's currently available as a resource to print. So whether that be your child at home redoing something or an exercise, or printing the same thing for a class of 30 while you have this on the projector for them to do a task or two. That's the current functionality of it. We are creating more resources, and in the coming months we will have extra resources available and attached to each page. And we'll let people know when that comes. But for now, we're just making the resources themselves available that are currently available on the page. As for the games themselves, you can find a game. Let's go back to. So here's two games. Let's pick this one for example. And then you have to just attach the word to the photo in this game.
19 أصل الكلمة بالصورة. يفكر يفكر تسلم
Let's get one wrong.
تلون تسلم تسلم تلون تلون
Here's another one.
في
Example, another resource for the kids. Fill out some of the games themselves and the exercises. So that gives a basic summary, and then again we've got Ask Ruby on the side if anyone wants to have a quick question answer that's already there. So how do I use the viewer? So we'll go through and explain everything that I've explained in this video. Same with how do the hotspots work. There'll be something that comes up, shows you the hotspots. explains the always on, the soft or hover modes. So she's always there if you need any help, and you can always get rid of her. So she'll disappear into a corner until you need her again. So the games themselves, they can be played in the book, and they can also be played on a standalone mode. So you can press the little arrow in the embedded game, and it'll open up the section that it's in. So each one's kind of separated to the same style at the moment. So some of the more favorites are, for example, the coloring game. The child picks, a color and then matches the letters. And then give you an example, another quick example. Select the sentence. So you have to make a sentence. So أنا
بيتي ولد وهذا بيتي أنا ولد وهذا بيتي.
And then there's Ask Ruby in the games as well. So say you didn't know how to play a game. Came to this one, it was new. She will show you here how you can play the game itself and show you a quick video of the first puzzle being played. Final bit, we'll go show you the account center quickly. So if you go into here, you'll find what books you've got, your subscription and billing if you've got an active subscription, your profile system so you can change all your details, change your password, simple help system, so if you got any issues you can always copy the diagnostics from here or download them and send them to me, and then that leads us nicely onto the report bug feature. So if you notice anything with the app not working or any bugs, we'd greatly appreciate if you go down to the bottom or through Ask Ruby, you'll find a report a bug link. Click that. If you open that and fill out as much as you can, then that would be great. Then we'll look into that and fix it immediately. And then we have a feedback form as well. So if you've got any feedback for us, and any feature requests, any good reviews, be greatly appreciated as well. And that kind of covers most of the things that will get you started quickly with the FAL Digital interactive books. The final thing I'll go through is if anyone does have any questions on what it would be like for a user that does not have access. If they sign in with an account that does not have access, they will hit preview mode blocks. So we have the first 10 pages available in the books for anybody that has an account. So you can just create one. And that includes 6 pages of actual content, 4 pages of cover and contents, content page and stuff, and then two puzzles of each one. So if I was to, for example, pick level 1, I would be more than
العربية الشيقة 1.
I'd be more than welcome to press the audio, move through the book, have a look at what's going on, maybe play something on this lesson.
باء فتحة باء باء كسرة بي
I'd be alright to play this game.
هذا إصبع.
But when I get to the 10th page, it will be locked. So that will then depend on what's available. They can access it at on the beta testing mode and have their own subscription as an individual, and they'll get full access to that book. That can be accessed from the locked overlays. It could also be accessed from the homepage by the buy button by next to each book, and same with the library. So they're for individual users that want to have try the book. They're more than welcome. Try the games, and again, any feedback is more than welcome. Thank you for watching, and happy to have you on board.
Well, that was it. Thank you for joining. That was a quick tour of FAL Digital, the interactive app. If there's any feedback, any issues, please let us know directly. And as I said, hope to see you on board soon. Thanks again.